Hey you guys, how's it going? I'm so excited to be planting out these sugar snaps with you guys today. I'll be growing them in a container. It's going to be super easy with a trellis that I'll be making with just some seed bites. I want to give a huge shout out to Thriving Design for sponsoring today's episode. I really love using these seed bites. They're so durable. I have them in multiple, garden build outs here. If you guys want to check out those videos, I'll link them down below for you. But today we are going to be focusing on some sugar snap peas. So you guys can see these are growing super long. I've grown these from seed. If you guys haven't seen my past episode on using these recycled materials to grow them, you definitely should go check them out. So let's get to planting these out because they are definitely really long. Here's a 10-gallon bucket. I'm going to try to put as much sugar snap peas in here as possible. Also, I'm going to have an 8-foot garden stake in here, so I think because of the height of that, I'll have a little more balance putting it in a wider pot. If you want a shorter stake in here, you can use like a 5-gallon pot. To get started, all I got to do is clip these onto the sides here. It's super easy. It just snaps right onto here. It also snaps onto a 5-gallon pot. If you're not using these seed bites, you can just simply puncture holes, around the rims and feed your string through it. All right, I think that's good. Okay, next I'm going to fill this pot with some soil. First half of the container, I'm just going to use some old soil. I will just kind of freshen it up using some fertilizer, worm castings, and rock dust. Looks like I just got I didn't know, I got a ginger here. This is some Climate Guard. Got some rock dust here. Remember not to breathe this stuff in. Whoops. Throw in some compost. Now let's add in some fresh potting mix. The garden stake is going to go on here, so it's going to land on top like this, and then I'm going to be feeding the strings throughout the top here. So the strings would go through this way and this way on the top, just like this. And you see how it's pretty loose on here, but it doesn't really matter because it's really not going anywhere. If you really wanted a very tight fit, you can put some padding or maybe even like a dishwash, those like thin sponges. You can just cut a little piece and wrap around to fill in that space, and it should be a very tight fit. Let's put the stake in. All right. And then we can measure out how much strings we need. Now that I know the length of this, I'm just going to take this back out. I'm going to make 4 strings. This idea sparked when I saw a post by Jason over at Thriving Design. He basically just used a seed bites and clamping down on the rim of a 5-gallon pot. So thank you, Jason, for this inspiration. Let's feed 2 strings this way and 2 strings that way. We're making a cross here, like so. Okay, just gonna put this back onto the pole. Figure out which string is which here. Okay, this pulls here. All right. And then double knot it. All right. So now I got myself a maypole. That's step one. I believe this is a lima bush bean. Maybe here. There we go. I can share this pot. I'm happy with either, but it looks like it wants to climb. It's all right, I think it can share. Good luck, plants. I don't like to get rid of all my strings, just in case I need to retie them. I can that way. As these vines grow taller, I think I'm gonna add a little more security by adding the strings going across so that they can latch onto them. All I'm doing is knotting these. I can't wait to see these plants start growing and fill in the space more. A couple of tips for you guys is to use materials for the strings to be non-slippery, like a jute or a cotton string, so that it's easier for you to tie the knots. And do the planting last, you guys. There was a couple of times that the seed bites did come off when I was pulling on them as I was trying to tighten up all the strings, but after I got everything done, it's on there really secure now. I would not recommend growing this trellis with some heavier things like cucumbers or gourds, obviously, but for beans, I think beans and peas should work really well with this. And go with a stake that's not as tall for more security, or you can add another post that's shorter to hold on to this stake, maybe like a T-post or something. But like I said, this one is going to be in a small space, and we don't get crazy high winds out here, so I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. Thank you to Thriving Design once again for sponsoring today's episode. If you guys want to check out some seed bites or the materials that I've used for this project, don't forget to check out the links. I will leave them down below the video for you. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification button if you haven't. I will see you right back here in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.